U.S. President and Navy Lieutenant Junior Grade John F. Kennedy once stated, "What really counts is not the immediate act of courage or of valor, but those who bear the struggle day in and day out." Hello, my name is James, and my topic for discussion today is going to be about the toughest assignment I ever undertook in my entire 7-year naval career. I will talk about the details leading up to that assignment and what I learned about myself in the process. This assignment called on me to tackle my most dreadful fears of uncertainty, something that I was able to successfully accomplish at almost every task that I was previously assigned. My military service has taken me from my home, my family, my children, and my comforts. However, my toughest assignment in my naval career was leaving it. I will be discussing how leaving the military was the single most difficult task I ever undertook and what I learned about myself from it. So let us start at the beginning. I enlisted in the United States Navy on October 13th, 2015, when I was 19 years old. People join the military for a vast amount of reasons. Some for the health and education benefits, some for patriotism and a sense of duty to country, and some for people that are unsure about their future and have nothing better to do. My reason was in that last category. I had just graduated high school. I was working a retail job at Target. My cousin was in the process of joining the Navy, and that got me to think that I couldn't be in retail forever. And I had no interest in pursuing my education at the time, so I knew a change needed to happen. And in the blink of an eye, I was reporting to Navy boot camp in Great Lakes, Illinois, getting off a bus at 11 o'clock at night in the freezing cold. And now I didn't know it then, but that would be the beginning of the greatest chapter of my life until I had my children. Being born and raised in California, I wanted to be stationed at Naval Base San Diego. I figured it was close enough to Los Angeles that I could visit and see family often, but that it was also far enough away that I was able to begin my life on my own as an adult. And I remember receiving my orders and opening a manila envelope, and in a faded black and white photo at the top of the page said, "Welcome to Naval Station Rota, Spain," at the top, and it changed my life forever. I was in Spain for 3 years, from February 2016 to March of 2019, where I was deployed on 5 Naval Forces Europe patrols across Europe, Africa, and Asia. Majority of the time at sea and in conflict areas, such as off the coasts of Libya, Syria, and Turkey. I then re-enlisted for an additional contract and reported to my new command at Naval Station Everett in Washington State, where I was deployed on the USS Nimitz aircraft carrier from April 2020 to March of 2021. And at 330 days, it is still the longest naval deployment since the Vietnam War 50 years ago. It was challenging leaving my family during that time, especially my 4-month-old son, John. And there were moments that I didn't think I was strong enough to persevere. And when I got home, I realized that my life had significantly changed since I was 19 years old, and that another change needed to happen. It wasn't until I went through the final steps of transitioning from service that I realized how scared and uncertain I was. Spending about 8 years taking orders and being ultimately in charge of your own life is a very difficult and foreign concept to wrap your head around. However, through the military transition program, my family and my friends, I was given hope that I would be okay. And it is a transition that is still in progress. What I learned from this experience was that no matter how unsure I am, no matter what obstacle or challenge is in front of me, I know that I can overcome it. Today I was able to share with you a portion of my military service and background. And that although I had given so much of myself and asked even more of my loved ones, that in reality, leaving the Navy was the hardest thing that I've ever had to do. U.S. President and Navy Lieutenant Jimmy Carter said it best when he said, "Tremendous progress can be made if we persevere through difficult challenges." Well, I'm facing those difficult challenges every single day, alongside my veteran brothers and sisters who also struggle with transitions in their own way. I would like to thank the class for listening to my speech.